Purpose of the Ingress configuration. This Ingress resource is designed to route traffic to different services in a Kubernetes cluster based on the hostname of incoming requests. It simplifies exposing services externally while managing traffic efficiently using specific routing rules. Key elements in the configuration. 1. Ingress resource type. The resource type defines this object as an ingress, which allows external HTTP/HTTPS traffic to be directed to Kubernetes services. 2. Annotations. Annotations are used to provide additional instructions to the Ingress controller. For example, the annotation here ensures that traffic is correctly rewritten to the appropriate service. 3. Rules section. Host-based routing. The configuration defines two hostnames. API.example.com directs traffic to a service handling API requests. App.example.com directs traffic to a service handling the application frontend. Paths for routing. Each hostname has a defined path, e.g., /. When a request matches the hostname and path, the traffic is routed to the specified service. 4. Backend services. The backend services are the actual Kubernetes services that handle requests. API service handles requests for the hostname api.example.com. Application service handles requests for the hostname app.example.com. 5. Port specification. The backend services are listening on specific ports, e.g., port 80. The Ingress ensures requests are routed to these ports on the appropriate services. How it works. 1. Incoming request. When a client sends an HTTP request, the Ingress controller examines the host field in the request header to match it with the defined rules. 2. Matching rule. If the request is for api.example.com, it is routed to the service responsible for handling API traffic. If the request is for app.example.com, it is routed to the application service. 3. Path handling. The Ingress controller also considers the URL path in the request. Since the configuration specifies the root path, / all traffic matching the hostname is routed to the corresponding backend service. 4. Service communication. Once the appropriate service is identified, the Ingress forwards the request to the service, which directs it to the associated pods for processing. Why this configuration is useful. Host-specific routing. Directs traffic to the right service based on the hostname. Simplifies external access. Provides a single entry point for multiple services. Flexibility. You can extend the configuration to add more rules for additional hostnames or paths.